What's up guys, Airboy here with my first upload in YouTube. Here I am playing the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and where better to start than at the Himalayas and getting to the top of the world, Mount Everest. So in order to get there, here we are at Lukla Airport in Nepal, definitely one of the most dangerous airport in the world, and we'll see in a moment why. So here I'm using the Textron Aviation Cessna, it goes up to a height of 45,000 feet, and this should take us to the top of the world. Some beautiful sights of the mountains already. Let's now increase the throttle. Right. The plane is moving. Pretty big plane for a small runway. And then we take off. We already have stall warning already. Let's retract the flaps. And we head to the right direction. That's where the Himalayas are. Well, we did take off. Just imagine landing on that runway. That's a steep incline, isn't it? The speed's increasing, the altitude is almost constant. Let's retract the landing gear. Right, and now we are perfect. Great. Some beautiful sights. Seems like a half moon. Just wonderful. The other side of the view. Wonderful. Just full of mountains. Nature's beautiful creation. Here's another scene, just beautiful. It seems like we are off course now, so let's make a turn. So how did these mountains form? So the continents that we live, the landmass, they just don't stay in the same place but are constantly moving, and when they collide, the land masses move upward, and it also creates huge earthquakes. We can see how the Indian continent moved to collide with Asia to create these huge mountains. Yeah, we can see in the animation over here, you can see that the earth was the continents, that was a big clump something like 200 million years ago, and then the land masses, they just keep on moving. You can keep an eye, well, I don't think you can see the Indian continent, but yeah, now we can see the Indian continent is on course to collide with Asia, and that collision basically created this huge mountains over here. Right, beautiful evolution of the continents. Some views from the cockpit. This is on the passenger seat. Just beautiful. Right, this is the front view. And then this is how it looks towards the pilot side. This of course is not how the Himalayas actually look. So here are some of the pics that my friends took when they were near to the Himalayas. So that was the Himalayas. Now we are flying towards the Mount Everest. We can actually see the peak over there, right in the middle. So this is how the peak actually looks like. Just amazing. So that is Earth's highest mountain above the sea level at a height of 8,848 meters or 29,031 feet. The height just keeps on changing. The land masses keeps on moving towards each other, raising the height. Also the sea level is not a constant because of the global warming and stuff. The sea level keeps on rising and that changes the height as well. So the first attempt to measure the height of the Everest was actually done in 1802 by an expedition led by George Everest, and the first official height was measured in 1855 and it was measured to be 8,840 meters. So that's quite amazing that in 1800s people were actually able to measure the height of the Everest, and it was actually done 200 miles away from the Everest itself. Quite fantastic. Just amazing. This however is not the tallest mountain from base to peak. That honor actually goes to Mount Mauna Kea, a volcano that is in Hawaii, and that mountain has a height of 10,210 meters as measured from base to peak, but a small part of it is under the sea level, so that does not count as the highest peak above the sea level. There have been hundreds of expeditions to reach the top of the Mount Everest. Hundreds of people have reached the summit and hundreds of people have died in the process as well. The first successful attempt was actually done in 1953 by Sherpa Tenzing Norgay from a Nepalese. He was a Nepalese nationality, and Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand. We can see Sir Edmund Hillary on the left and Sir Tenzing Norgay on the right. The temperature at this place ranges from -18 to -36 degrees Celsius, but of course that varies from base to peak. The temperature is much different at the base than at the peak. we can get a beautiful view from the cockpit. I'll leave you guys with some of the views. See you next time around.